Alright, let's do this. Got a few things to talk about. It's rainy, crappy day today. Supposed to be turned into a snowy, crappy night. The background is very slow going. I knew it was going to be. I gotta make an image of every single movement that I wanted to make. I am getting into like the dance routine, and there's a few other things that I wanted to do. I might keep it as simple as possible, only because it is the first, and I am, once the learning curve is, once we get more of a learning curve down, we'll start doing the more sophisticated videos. One of the things that I noticed that I went through with Q is that one of the things that I noticed that I went through with the QB model is that I used to do whites in the eyes. I started out with having whites in the eyes, and then I got rid of that. And when I was doing all of the other cues, I want to call them beans, but the problem is if I call them beans, which is what I originally wanted to call everybody, I wanted to call myself a bean. I kind of look like a bean. One of my expressions that I've been doing since I was 6. I think I was 6 years old when I started doing it. Was saying cool beans to everything. I've said it so much. I've said cool beans so much that it is why I ask people to put comments cool beans. It's kind of like my okay. That's how much I say it. So you think about how many times you say okay. Like I'll do that. Like I'd be like, cool beans, I'll do that. It's pretty important to me. Q beans just kind of came out of that. Cubies just kind of came out of that. Sorry, driving. I went through, I think, 7 names. No, not 7. Because I'm not including the first one. So 6 different names after the original Q Hope. Three I didn't even use. Three of them I didn't even. 3? Imagine that. 3. Three names I didn't even really use. Only like had them because I was watching VTuber, and I mixed my name with theirs, which was what originally all of the cues that I drew were supposed to be. It was funny because I should say her name because she's so dear to me. I met Trua and not the initial meeting of when I met Trua, because I met her as soon as she started her account. other names because I had already deleted my Twitch account. That's one of the reasons why I call them cubes. I don't call them beans because when I was making them, the original ones. I mean, the first one was done by was fan art done by Eldridge Grandpa, and when he did that for me. I did kind of the reversal. Basically the same picture that Grandpa drew for me, I drew for Grandpa. I wasn't QBing at the time. I mean, QBing was brand new. I think it took it still took all of April to do it because before March I'd already quit everything. Quit the Discords, quit everything. I was pulling out of social media entirely. The two things that were going to stick around was this YouTube. I wasn't going to stop doing that. And the next thing was Twitter. It's going to be June 20th. So yeah, I think it was either May or early June that I created the QBean account on Twitch. And everybody that I knew, this is the second year, everybody that I knew prior to that was pretty much gone. And when I talk about like only a handful of people were able to follow me through that, the biggest hit that I took as far as followers and everything like that. Even my Twitter was not all that. I wasn't doing all that great on Twitter either. I think at the time, I think I broke 3,000 or something like that. It's like, when I think of, like, it blows my mind, like, how explosive everything was. After that. I think before the end of the year, I had like 6,000 or 7,000. That's the difference. I was going up so much that I was kind of blowing up so much that I really did think by my second year as a streamer, and my job at the post office was already, like, literally I should have quit the post office job the first year that I was working. Should have. It would have definitely changed a lot of choices that I made. It definitely would have changed a lot of choices that I made as far as what I was doing job-wise and living-wise and stuff like that. If I quit the post office. I should have quit the post office. It had already been toxic. It already had so many freaking, like, my gut was telling me, get the fuck out of this job. And when I tell you, I spent 9 more years doing that job. It's not a joke. And this job, the job that I'm in right now, it's almost the same bullshit. My instincts are telling me freaking just find another job. At any moment, and I know I'm not streaming as much as I was before, but if I really start streaming again and start getting up a routine, I might think of this as my way out. I know what I want from streaming. how freaking crazy I am going on trying to get 10K. And I mean, like, absolutely batshit crazy trying to get 10K. And I am it's no longer, it is reaching a goal to me. It's not even like what getting followers should be. Really not trying to get my name out there anymore. I had one person actually DM me like, "Hey, you got nice art here. We can promote you. What do you think about us promoting your work and everything like that? Do you have more work to show us?" No. No. How about you don't promote it? How about we don't do that shit? I mean, like that, it's kind of that ridiculous. Yeah, it's kind of gotten to that point of absolute total ridiculousness. I am I'm just counting it down. I was at 50. I was like going, yeah, we're at 50, and then I went right back up to 60. I lost 10 freaking followers in a heartbeat, like that. You should see the snap, like that. And I'm like, this is basically what I deal with on freaking YouTube. Like, I just reached 150 followers after, I'm now, into my 4th year. I'm in my 4th year as a streamer, and I'm only at 150. I just hit 150 subscribers, and I'm like going, this is fucking ridiculous. This is absolutely, like, I can't even begin to tell you. Like, this is like where ridiculousness meets insanity. And the only reason I say that is because either under the new rules or under the rules that because when I read the rules for monetization, they're still clear. It's still 1,000 followers and 4,000 viewing hours. And when you're at 150 and you need 850 more freaking subscribers, 1,000 subscribers, sorry. And you're at 150 and you realize you need 850 more subscribers, and you've been doing this over 3 years. Like, the chances, when I put my chances of me becoming a full-time doing this full-time, I go like, have never wavered here on YouTube. And the saddest thing of all is that YouTube has always had my loyalty, and it feels like that's where, I'm like that with jobs. I'm loyal to a fault, and I was loyal to the post office, like to a fault, and I think a lot of it is they just didn't give they didn't give a flying fuck about me. They didn't even care if I showed up anymore. And here I was loyal. I showed up every day. I showed up early. You have all the morning commutes to prove it. Battled traffic. I drove all over the state. I blew up 3 cars. I even rode my bike because I didn't have a car to drive at one point to work, which was 20 miles away, and got there early, worked late, and rode my bike in the dark both ways. I'm just kind of broken. And the one thing that this job has, that even the post office had until I couldn't take it anymore, is the fact that I do not want to look for another job. I want this to be my final job until I retire. I'm already at the point where I'm like going, I think I've gone as far as I'm going to go. Playing around with my paycheck is already like the red flags just go popping up all over the place. The discontentment with the workers, I don't like either. The back deals and stuff like that. And at first I was helping out, and then I made them force me to do it. And since they were expecting it from me, that's what they did. They just forced me to do it. That's why I ended up doing doubles. And that's where that's the reason I don't like doing doubles, and the reason I made them force me is because they weren't paying me. And I should not have to fight for my salary. I should be able to every once in a while say, I think there was a mistake. I got a mistake in my pay, and here it is. But now it's like every freaking time. It's so much work. And I'm just tired of it. I'm tired of it. One of the things that I'm doing when I have any free time is the background and moving the queues around. So I'm working with, you call them beans, but I got it down to 28. It's going to be a quick loop. That loops around, all the time, only with the 28, because there's only 28 on there. That's the reason why I cut it down to 28, so that I didn't have to have any larger or smaller, because it does, the gift does loop. And that's what I wanted to do. was worried about. Yeah. As always, cool beans in the comments below. I hope you like the history of that. I might get into more of the history of that. But yeah, if you don't know what to write, cool beans. It will always make me smile. I love it. Makes you wanna bus, ziggy zaggy, wanna bus. And thank you for watching. It is amazing that you guys do that. And I've said this before. Even if it's just one person that watches this video all the way to this point, it's like that is amazing. If no one watches it, like I said, I don't need to journal. I know my thoughts. I know what I think about. This is it. Kind of have nothing else better to do while I drive into work. And it choose where to choose. But yeah, thank you for getting all the way to this point. And I hope wherever you are, whatever you're doing, you're having a fantastic time doing it. I hope you enjoy these videos. These are they are fun to do. And I do them for you. So thank you. Thank you for being the person who does that. Alright? And as always, take care. Bye-bye.